everyone, it's Andrea from the Milky plant community. Today I'm going to share with you how I make my almond and cherry cookies. These are super easy and super delicious, perfect for snacking on. Let's get baking. Right, to start with, I'm going to start with my dairy-free butter. Pop that into my mixing bowl. And to that, I'm also going to add 2 types of sugar. I've got here caster sugar and brown sugar. So I'm going to give this a mix for a couple of minutes until it's really lovely and light and fluffy. So once that is done, we're going to set that aside for a moment because I am now going to make my milk. So using my Milky plant machine, I am going to make some almond and cherry milk. So I've got my water in the back and I've put my bottle in, and into the top, I'm going to pop in some whole almonds, and because we're making an almond and cherry cookie, I'm going to put some cherries in as well. I'm using maraschino cherries today, but you could use glacé cherries if you wish. Now, the fabulous thing about the Milky plant is it makes you your milk, any nut milk you want, in just 3 minutes. It is super easy, super quick, and it's brilliantly easy to clean as well, so it means you've always got a tidy kitchen. And that is my cherry almond milk done. I love this milk. It is such a pretty pink color. Just look at that, isn't that gorgeous? So this is actually absolutely delicious to drink on its own, but if we need to, we can put a little bit of this into the cookies in a moment. So I'm going to set that aside for now. In my cookies, now I've got my butter and sugar mixed up already, I'm actually going to use the almond pulp from making the milk. So if I grab my bowl and pop that over, you will see in here I have lots of beautiful almond pulp in there. So I'm going to pop that in to my mixing bowl. So all that almond pulp has gone in there. I've used every last bit up. So to that, I'm also going to add in some flour. This is regular plain flour, some ground almonds, and some baking powder. So I'm going to mix all of this together, and it's going to form a really thick dough. And this is our cookie dough. Now, if your cookie dough is a little bit thicker than mine, depending on how much moisture came from your almond pulp, you might want to add a little bit of extra milk. Just use the milk that we've just made, and that will just add to the flavor of the cookies. To my cookie mixture, I'm going to add some extra cherries, extra maraschino cherries, for extra flavor, but also extra beautiful pops of color. So these are chopped. I've chopped them into roughly quarters, so they're nice chunky bits, and I'm just going to sprinkle them in and then fold them through. So while I have been making my cookies, I've had my oven preheating behind me, and I have a cookie tray, a cookie sheet ready with some parchment paper on. So I'm going to use an ice cream scoop today to help me with portioning out my cookies. You can use a couple of spoons, you can do it however you want. That's just, for me, a really easy way of getting even-sized cookie scoops. So I'm just going to scoop my cookies and pop them on my tray. So these cookies don't spread out very much when they bake, so before I pop them in the oven, I actually flatten them a little bit just to get them to cook more evenly all the way through. And there you have it, delicious cherry and almond cookies. Hope you've enjoyed this video today, my friends. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we shall see you next time. Happy baking.